everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Crystal. It is Wednesday afternoon. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 1:19 p.m.
Right, I've been in my flat in Rochester since I got back around 11 this morning. So what's happened? I've obviously started writing my diary, and this is where it becomes interesting because people don't like me writing in the diary because I write down absolutely everything, including what people look like, what they're doing, and what's going on around me, right? So I was angry with that Norse lorry on the public path because there was nobody else on that field. So the couple, the elderly couple, the woman wears a bucket hat like that, Charlie, they'd come off the field and other people were coming off the field as I was going onto it. So there were no witnesses, right? But I took photographs of this guy driving on a public footpath from Norse, which is Medway Council. I didn't want to get up close to the guy because I've seen auditing videos where people have been manhandled, someone's got cross and even got attacked. So I stood back, but the lorry was coming up the path as I was on the path. Now I realise the bins need to be emptied, but you should make sure everybody is off the field or fenced it off or something, shouldn't you? Right? So I was alone on this field with this guy driving on the pavement, the path. So I took photographs because every time people say I'm mad, I'm making it up, these cars aren't on the pavement. Well, they are. I videotaped it, I got photographs, and when I got back into my flat I made a complaint to Medway Council, not Norse itself, Medway Council, because that's who they work for. And you fill in an online complaints form and you can be anonymous, but I gave my full address, my name, and I told them exactly what I thought of them. I said, are your drivers so lazy they can't get out of the vehicle, walk up a small path and carry the bags to the lorry? That's what I said, it's the truth. There could have been a small kid running about. My dog is tiny, and I know I've got enemies and people that don't like me, and there could have been an accident, right? So I put it all down in this complaints form. My mum hasn't rung this afternoon. She normally does when I am about to go out. We've got the large lady wearing black with her long hair up in a bun with the man that looks like Mark, the one that talked to me, who was a midget Father Christmas, opposite the co-op. He went, oi! And I went, pardon? He went, I've seen your videos off of YouTube, Crystal, to me. And I said, oh yes, and he went into the co-op and put his mobile phone number on a lottery ticket. Well, there's a guy sat with the big large lady that looks like a giant version of that guy called Mark. If that was his name, because I don't know. So they sat outside opposite me, this large lady dressed in black, and a guy that looks like Mark and someone with a bald head. I was speaking to someone off of Flirt Finder and they were trying to upset me. I'm not going out specifically anywhere today, and I'm not afraid to stand up for my rights and myself either, and I won't be intimidated or forced to shut up because There's something not right here when taxis are just driving on the pavement and parking, right? What's the road for? If you can't find a space, you need to find a space further down the road. People are now just being so lazy, they are driving on the pavement and just getting out. And that's disregarding their safety and other people's, and it's dangerous. How many children have been killed by people recklessly driving? And some of these drivers are actually smiling at me when they're driving on the path, which is really ridiculous. So I made a complaint to Medway Council, and it seems to have sent somebody round the bend. We've had a Sainsbury's delivery lorry driving fast down Corey's Road, and other various drivers in vans. I mean, they need speed bumps down this road. Speed bumps to stop them doing it. It's a residential area. You complain and they go mental. They start doing it even more, and I'm just going to catch them doing it. Just do it even more to wind you up. They think they're above the law. They can do anything to me they like and get away with it. Well, one day they won't, because I tell you a story. My father got away with absolutely everything. Everything until one day in 2019, he got a speeding fine. He'd never got a speeding fine. Never. Got away with everything, abusing my mum, hitting my mum, abusing me, and then he got 2 speeding fines, and he didn't like it because he thought he was above the law and he was going to get away with everything, and they caught him speeding. He got 2 hefty fines and he couldn't deal with it. It sent him doolally because the big king of the castle got caught. Got caught twice speeding, recklessly and dangerously, when he'd got away with everything. 2021 he died and the police were out to question him. He died before they actually was going to arrest my father. My dad passed away. He got away with absolutely everything and they was on to him. And he couldn't handle it. See how long has my dad been hitting my mum and abusing me? Over 30 years. And then they nab him for a speeding fine. See? They all think they're clever. And one day you get caught. You get too clever. You get too cocky. And someone nabs you on camera and you can't, the camera doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. And that is why they're angry. And that's why they're bending over at me, big fat bottoms bending over, because they don't like being caught. And it doesn't bother me if they want their bum on camera. It doesn't bother me at all. They're invading my human rights. They're listening to my personal phone conversations. They're even reading my diary. And shopping lists. And then when I go to the shop, someone's standing by the shopping that I want in the way, thinking that I'm going to get cross and push them out the way. I'm not going to do that, because I want to catch these criminals that are invading and breaching my human rights, and I'll give them something to listen to. That's why I'm watching YouTube videos and watch the television, and then they can listen to someone else talking, can't they? Oh, I have my fun. I have my fun. Don't worry about that. You know, it's like Big Brother. When they wanted sex, they had it. They put the covers over themselves, didn't they, to stop other people watching? That's what the contestants on Big Brother did. Because when you're away for a while, for a couple of months, of course people have the urge to want sex and intimacy, but they don't want other people watching them have sex or doing personal things, so just put yourself under a duvet cover or a fleece blanket. Nosy fucking Parkers. I never signed up to reality TV. I never asked for Big Brother to invade my personal life. And if they don't like it when I get the camera outside, that's their problem. They don't like it when it's done to them. They don't. But they don't mind it being done to me. Fuck off. Trying to make out I'm mad when I can prove what they're doing. They are driving illegally on the pavement. They've been caught. We're going to complain to Barclays Bank for cancelling my card. And if Barclays Bank in Chatham isn't fit for purpose, which means it's not helping me at all, there's no staff on the counter, I can't even put money into my own bank account. It's disgusting. And they're also prejudiced. Everybody gets served before me. I'm left waiting, stood like a dummy. That was the time before last. You cannot be prejudiced, racist in a job, in a place of work. You have to treat everybody equally, including in a supermarket counter where I've been abused by a member of staff. You cannot treat someone different to somebody else when you are on a counter serving the public. And if I get any more people abusing me, I'll do what I've just done with this Norse lorry. Report it. You can't be racist or prejudiced in a place of work. You are there to serve everybody the same. The same with the police. They make an oath to serve the public and protect them. Just because you don't like somebody, you can't mistreat them. So the police need to be gone through. The ones that have actually come out to my address and have not done anything and have left me in danger. You cannot be prejudiced in a place of work. So whatever is been spread round and whatever they're doing is wrong and against the law. I'm not other people's property either. You can't force me to sleep with anyone I don't want to sleep with. So that bloke, if he comes up to me again and harasses me and starts to come towards me to touch me, he's going to be reported to the police. He's been told 3 or 4 times that I'm not interested in him. Harassing me, trying to get me to be cross, to be upset. Making fun of me. I've told you, they need to look in the mirror and look at themselves. They look like Laurel and Hardy. See you later. Oh, by the way, I've had lunch. I've had a hot dog because I had 2 people eating in front of my face this morning. I've had my dinner. I don't eat by the window. I eat at a table away from the window. See you later.